Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. It is currently Thursday, July 25th, which means we are officially at 13 weeks out, and we are on our 5th week of prep. So I am currently in Alaska. I'm visiting my boyfriend. So I've been here since Saturday, and I'm here till this coming Saturday, so I'm here for a week. And this is actually my very first time traveling during prep. So initially I was a little bit nervous to travel on prep because I'm just one of those people who really likes being very in my routine, especially during prep. But my boyfriend, he lives in Alaska for the summer because this is where he's from, and then he's in Bozeman for the rest of the year. So, you know, obviously I wanted to see him, so I came and visited him, and it's been really good. He's currently actually out working. He's doing a 6-hour trip somewhere. He works at a canoe shop. Well, he runs the canoe shop. It's like his family's. So he's been working every day, which has been completely fine because I'm in school as well. So I've just been doing my online school during that time and then doing all my prep stuff. So I've been able to really stay in my routine since being here, which has been really nice. And then we just get to hang out at night, so that's all been good. And yeah, so traveling on prep has been going well. So I'm about to take my check-in photos because it's check-in day, and I just took my weight, and my weight did not drop this week. It's the same as last week, so I'm kind of just, that's a little bit annoying because I was really hungry this week, if I'm being honest. So it's kind of just like a bit frustrating when you're doing everything right and then your weight is like not dropping. But a couple weeks ago, my weight was actually up because I was so inflamed. I was up like over 2 pounds because I was running for my cardio, because it was only at 15 minutes and I wanted to be outside, and I was like, oh, I'll just go for a little run. My coach was like, you need to stop running immediately, like, because I was feeling swollen, and I told her, and I was just retaining a bunch of water, so we don't want that. So now I'm doing the Stairmaster or the incline treadmill, which has been a lot better than the running. I don't even know why I thought running would be a smart idea in the slightest. Like, I don't know, I just wanted to be outside because in Montana it's been so cold, and then it got nice out, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, guys, I don't know, but we got that under control. I'm curious to see what Shelby is gonna say this week once I send in my check-ins. I feel really good about how I'm looking. Like, I kind of feel a little bit leaner, if that makes sense, but my weight isn't displaying that. But yeah, the scale isn't everything, so we'll see. I definitely have a feeling she's gonna drop my macros or increase my cardio. I'm only at 20 minutes right now, but we'll just have to see. Another thing is, this might be TMI, but I got my period on Friday, and it's now Thursday. But my period only lasted 2 days this month, and normally it lasts like at least 5. Like, I'd say average 5 days. I don't know why that would be. Maybe stress, or I don't know if my period's like already trying to dip out at like 13 weeks out. I feel like that would be kind of crazy because I'm honestly not lean right now, but maybe I'm one of those people who it's like, if you're in a deficit at all, my body just gets concerned and my period leaves. Because yeah, last time my period left at like 10 weeks out, it didn't show up, and I yeah, I've literally only dropped 3 pounds since starting prep. I was 147 when I started, and right now I just weighed in at like 143.8. So like I've dropped like my period should not be doing this right now. Like, I'm sorry, like, body, get it together, you're fine. You're fine. Like, why are you doing this? But yeah, so I'm gonna take my check-in photos, and then for today I was just gonna kind of like vlog because my boyfriend's gone all day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, so I'm just about to make my breakfast. I'm gonna make a oat bake situation, so stay tuned because this is literally my favorite fucking meal ever. Okay? Like, I'm obsessed. So I'm just drinking my coffee, which is really nice. I also got the whole house to myself right now. The vibes are good. We're living at his aunt's place, so they're not here right now. My boyfriend isn't here right now, so I can just be in the zone and make this video because I don't like recording in front of people. 1 second, and I'm gonna show you how to make this meal. Okay, so to make this oat bake, I use this flour. It's gluten-free and it's oat flour. You can just use oats and like blend them and blend it all together, but this is just like the easier option for me right now. Okay, so I'm gonna do 60 grams of this. I should probably turn the lights on. Okay, that is better. Why? Tell me why I'm always in the dark and think that's normal. I put yogurt in it, like a little bit, because it makes it less dry and extra protein. So a little bit of yogurt. I'm using the Oikos 000, and then I'm just gonna do 85 grams of blueberries. And then you need to add baking powder to this, or you're gonna have a flat cake. We want a fluffy cake. And yes, this is my version of a cake in prep. It's actually good. Okay, so I'm just like mixing in water. It shouldn't be like really runny, but it shouldn't be really thick. I don't know. Just gotta mix out all the clumps. And then I'm gonna top it with some almond butter. And then this meal is gonna be like, I think, about 65 carb. I'll do like 15 fat. I like doing more of my fats in the morning because I just like starting out my day good, and I don't like having the fats before my workout, so I just do it in my first meal, and then I normally work out after my second meal normally, sometimes my third one. Okay, this is what it looks like. I just microwave it for like 3 minutes, and that normally does it. You can put it in the oven obviously, but it just takes a lot longer, so we're just doing the microwave right now. So yeah, now I'm just gonna put almond butter on it, and I'm so excited. It's so good. I'm gonna show you guys my check-in photos from this week. So there's my back pose. I don't know if you can see. Back pose. Front. And I need to show you guys something literally insane. So look at the lighting difference. So that was last week on this side, and that's this week. What? Like, the other lighting was like washing me out. It looked like I had like no lines whatsoever. And then this week, Oh, this week it's like, I don't know, like I feel like I kind of like this lighting I took them in this week, and maybe I should start going outside for my check-ins, honestly, because this lighting, like I didn't just get hella a lot leaner all of a sudden. I don't think. I mean, I feel leaner, but the weight on the scale ain't saying that, so I don't know. But that looks like a very large difference, and you can't tell me otherwise. And look at the front. Like, what? I actually look like I'm in prep now and not just a blob. So, yeah, your lighting and your check-in photos makes a huge difference. Like, okay, so I'm just about to walk to the coffee shop and the gym right now, and all I had to bring with me left is this. It's like a pack of salmon, and the macros are 1 gram of fat, 17 protein, and 1 gram of carb for this whole thing. So I feel like these are really good to just have at smoked salmon. So I'm bringing that. And then, whoa! Oh my god, thank god that didn't open, but I have a little beef and rice as well that I'm bringing with me, and then I'm just bringing some rice cakes, and then I'm gonna have to go to the store because, yeah, this is literally like the only things that I have that I can bring with me right now, and I'm gonna need more food. Fuck. Okay, I'll see you later. Sorry. Okay, so I'm at Starbucks right now, and yeah, I'm eating beef and rice. This is the nitro cold brew, and then I'm having rice cakes, and then I'm just doing my school. So, yeah. Okay, so to start off this workout, we're going to be starting with a tri-set. So this is a superset of 3 exercises, starting with a kneeling glute kickback. The way I like to do these is I like to think of keeping my chest up a bit and going slow throughout the movement and really squeezing at the top to really connect with the upper glute. And yeah, when you're doing these, just try and find a weight that isn't too heavy, that you lose the connection, but also not too light. And I'm doing 10 reps of each exercise in the superset. It's around 10 reps, give or take, but we're going to be doing 3 of these, all to failure. Each exercise is to failure. Okay, so now for the second part of the superset, we're doing lying cable abductions, and this is basically just the exercise that targets the upper glute area. Something that I like doing that really helps me feel this movement is pointing my toe outwards and just making sure that I'm going very slow with the movement, because I find that it can be really easy to start just like swinging your leg, and when you do that, you're not properly connecting to the muscle that you want to be targeting. So I would just be mindful of not going too heavy when you do these, and just make sure that you are feeling the movement where you want to feel it. And if you struggle with that, you can always just try touching the muscle that you're trying to target. So the final part of this superset is going to be a B stance cable RDL. These are honestly one of my favorite movements for the glutes. I really like it because I find that I can control this movement a lot better with the cable versus doing it with a dumbbell. And also the mind muscle connection is just really good. What I think of doing is just going very slow and kind of hinging onto my hip, like outer glute, and then I'm really connecting the muscle at the bottom and just squeezing all the way up. And I just try to keep the tension as much as possible. But yeah, these feel really, really good. Just make sure that you are controlling the movement again and not pulling up with your arms at all. The glute should be doing most or all of the work. Um, Again, with the cable, it can be easy to just start pulling with your arm, but just really try not to and try to control the movement. Okay, so moving on, we're going to be doing some glute biased good mornings. I'm using the reverse hack squat. I really, really like using the reverse hack squat for these. I just feel like it just feels a lot better than the barbell, and I feel like it gives you a lot more stability when you do this. So what I like thinking of doing to make this more glute biased is bending my knees and then only staying in the range of motion that I feel my glutes. So I'm not going lower than I can hinge back. So once I've hinged back onto my glutes as far as possible, I stop there and then I squeeze on the way up. And then another thing to engage your upper outer glute a bit more is you can think of pushing your knees out throughout the movement, and I find that this works really, really well. Okay, so now for probably my least favorite exercise, we're doing dumbbell sumo squats. I'm going to be honest, these definitely took me a while to get the hang of because I always felt like, I don't know, maybe it's like a mobility thing, but I just kind of struggled to feel these really well in my glutes. But what I found out that helps me the best is honestly trying to keep my chest up straight and just staying a little bit more upright. I found that I could really sit on my hips and engage my glutes a lot better. I see some people do these like a little bit hinge forward, so I think it would just depend on the person and how you feel it. But yeah, once again, I'm just controlling this movement. I'm trying to pause a bit at the bottom. It helps me engage my glutes and obviously not use momentum to do the squat. So definitely control this movement. And then once I couldn't do more reps, I just decided to burn this out with some pulses because why not? Okay, so now for probably my favorite glute exercise of all time. I'm going to be doing these, I don't even know what they're called. It's like a reverse hyper, but I'm using the Smith machine. So, a few things when you're doing this. So, for one, I like putting the bench on a bit of an incline. I find that it just helps me feel it better. I feel like I can get a better range of motion. I don't know. I really like doing this. And then the only difficult part of this is kind of unracking it and re-racking it, but once you get the hang of it, you're ready to go. So basically, I just like to put my feet on the balls of my foot on the bar, and then you're just gonna push up and kind of tilt it, and then it should stay in that position. And then what you want to do is you're just gonna control the movement and just really try to squeeze at the top. And I feel this throughout my entire glute. Obviously, if you go lower, you'll feel it a bit more in your lower glute and get more activation there. But if you're just really only trying to target the upper glute, you could do a little bit less of a range of motion. But yeah, these are really, really good. Might look a little bit awkward, but it's worth it. Okay, so now I'm just going to be doing some seated abductions, pretty straightforward. What I'm going to be doing is 20 reps, and then once I can't do any more full reps, I'm just going to go into as many pulses as I possibly can. So yeah, when I do these, I like to be a little bit more on the upright side, but it kind of depends on the machine. You basically just want to make sure that you are feeling the movement in your glute and position yourself in a way that you feel it, because everyone's different, every machine is honestly different, and I find myself having to kind of adapt to the different machines in order to feel it. So some tips: just go slower when you do these. You can try pausing at the peak contraction, and yeah, just this is really good as like a burnout near the end of your workout, or you could use it as a first exercise to activate your glutes. I really like that as well. And then, yeah, I guess because this was my last set, after I couldn't do any more pulses, I just decided to go into a drop set just to make this even harder than it already was. Okay, so now for the final exercise, I'm just going to be doing 3 sets of 15 of these glute hyperextensions. So, since I'm trying to target the upper glute here, I find that I feel a lot better if I think of, obviously, I squeeze my glutes, but I also think of coming up with my chest. And no, I don't feel it in my lower back when I do it this way. But if you're rounding your back and squeezing with your glutes, you're not going to get full extension. So you're not going to be necessarily targeting the upper glute. You're just going to be mostly getting hamstrings and lower glutes. So this is why I like to think of almost leading a bit with my chest so I can get that full range of motion, and then I squeeze at the top, and I feel this movement honestly really, really good. It's one of my favorites for the upper glute. So I would try it out this way if you haven't, because once I started doing it like this, it just felt so much better. Okay, so I'm currently just in the bathroom because I don't want to talk in front of people. So I just finished my workout, and I honestly felt really strong and like really energized for my workout, so that was really nice. Like, it was really good, so I'm very happy about that. And then I just did my cardio too. Shelby did get back to me after my check-ins, and we did get a macro drop, which I'm definitely not surprised about. So she took away my high carb day. We were carb cycling, but she took that away. And then she dropped my my carbs, 25 grams, and my fats like 5 grams, I think. And now I'm doing cardio 6 times a week instead of 5, so nothing too crazy. She just said, nothing too crazy. She just said, obviously, like, we need to keep things moving. Like, we're 13 weeks out, and I definitely have at least 13 pounds to lose, because I'm currently still like 23.5 pounds above my last stage weight. So we don't actually know what my stage weight is going to be this year. I'm hoping it's going to be quite a bit heavier than last, and I feel like I look like I've built a good amount, but like we don't know. So we just gotta keep things moving. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. I am feeling really good, and I'm obviously ready to put in the work, whatever it takes. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the grocery store now because I don't have any food and I'm really hungry, and I'll show you guys what I get there, I guess. yeah, and then I'm just gonna go back to the house and maybe float the river today with my boyfriend's family. So I'll see you guys later. Okay, so it's now like 7 o'clock. I went to the store, but I could not record because, you know, stuff just happened. My boyfriend's still not back. I don't think he's gonna get back till 9. He's literally been so busy since I've been here. Honestly, I feel like we've spent more, like a lot of time apart even when I've been here, which is kind of crazy, but I'm obviously just like really grateful to be seeing him right now. And I feel like it's just been good because I was just like missing him. So this is at his grandparents' place. It's really nice. So I'm like really hungry right now, and I'm stupid, and I ate, like I said, I ate most of my carbs and stuff before my workout and then after my workout, so now it's just like I don't have a lot of food, but I feel really hungry, and also just like being around a lot of people, I feel like it's just making me feel low-key anxious, but that's okay. That is okay. I think we're going to a concert tonight too. I'm going with one of my boyfriend's friends, and then maybe if my boyfriend gets back on time, he'll come with as well. Okay, just eating this bag of chicken. Guys, this is pre-cooked chicken, and it's the southern seasoned, and it's actually pretty good. And I feel like it's just convenient if you're out and need to grab something from the store, so yeah. Also, funny story, this is the first time I've ate chicken this entire prep this far, because I've been avoiding it because, like I said, I got the massive ick from chicken because that's all I was eating last prep, so, but this is okay.